the video on it, Let's Go Help 2. When I turn it on, it says, "Take a deep breath and get ready." Well, I always take a deep breath, but I'm rarely ready. That's good. And I come across a lot of interesting things. Go back to the last couple of videos on YouTube that I did there, because there's interesting things, particularly about how uh, things for livable that we need to live on, like food and rent payments and things like that. They're starting to put that in Medicaid. So now, because the Medicaid, our health system, is trying to keep you healthy, right? So you can't be healthy if you don't have good food to eat. You can't be healthy if you're living on the street, right? So you need rent payment. So that's sort of interesting. That's coming. I think about 19 states now in the country have those kinds of programs. And boy, that is. That's that's more than I thought the government would be able to handle. But it's really wonderful. That's it. I mean, health is so important, and we leave it to uh, the money makers to decide on our wealth, on our health, which I guess maybe it's good, but if so many people don't have health care, it can't be that good. Huh? So many people can't afford health care. Uh, and also, I just read that uh, these companies are now charging a lot more for prescription drugs that are, what do you call it? Um, Not the real name, but oh God, see the holes in my brain that happen at this age, man. you, you know, what's the name for the drugs that are not drugs? Not the original name, knockoff drugs, right? But not, it's not a knockoff. What do they call that? Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Dave. Oh, come on. What is that? Uh, Generic. That's it. I was like, why the hell I couldn't think generic? There's something going on in the in the workings upstairs there. It's got like authors' names or movie star names. Man, I know them so well, and they just don't come out. At least I remember the name of that lady I live with. So that, that, that's at least a good start. But what I want to talk about today, about the home energy stuff. I called there's a great stuff going on for home repair. And we're going to have a grant soon that'll include home repairs, because the housing stock is getting terrible. We don't even have enough housing. So there's a lot of programs coming up. And I just found a new program in uh, it was in Florida. They have a program that will give you a free energy audit. They come to your house and say, "Hey, this is where you're losing all the money. You know, hey, all your heat's going out here, or hey, you need new windows and stuff like that." Then they have grants to help you pay for it too. So this is, and most every state has that. I'm getting eaten a little bit by bugs. So most states have this kind of thing. So you got to check at your state, and that's a bit. Let me put the monster report in here, Tammy. Uh, let's see. Now make sure you get this monster report. Uh, yeah, okay, that's copied. Boy, this brain of mine is getting a little flaky. There it is. Okay, Tammy's got it before me. Great, Tammy. Uh, Okay, great. Yeah, in there, there's there's a bunch of things in there that are important. One is the 500 programs for your state. So you could download your state. We have them for every state. You could download for every state if you want. And there's 500 grant programs for your state that we have there. And the other thing is the Meta Grant Report. Okay, that's also there, and that is huge. And that gives are all the questions that I get answered. And it's the answers to the questions. So you could get in my brain there at those 48 years of research that I've been doing on this stuff. So you have access to most of that there. And here's another report It's not 48 years. I mean, uh, this is an overview of what we do. The 48 years of me studying this stuff and trying to get it to people. Uh, and I show you how to use internet AI, artificial intelligence to learn about programs, government grants. I think it's a great thing because it'll keep you off of Google. So if you put in something like government grant, I mean, and use AI to find out about government grants, you're not going to get tied up with scammers. You're not going to get tied up with a fire hose of websites you don't know anything to do with. A billion is easy, and that's terrible. And you're not going to be uh, and you'll know the real sources that have these. So, excuse me. So this is, to me, it's like getting a professor who studies this stuff. Actually, I used to be a professor, but in computer science. I used to teach computer science back in the 70s. That's when computers were as big as my apartment. Uh, and it just gives you a snapshot of what you have, where you go to look. Google will not do that. Google will overwhelm you with places to spend money. Okay, you don't want to know places to spend money because you're looking for money. So it seems completely silly to go look for it. Is there anything that, yes, Jennifer, okay, go to the item number 6 in the monster report up there we just did, okay? Go to item number 6, please. Don't go to Google. Go to item number 6. In the beginning of the item number 6, you will see how to make an appointment with a free financial counselor. That should be your first step. You got to get some expert who knows a lot about this stuff to look at your situation. Don't try to guess and go to Google. No, you're just going to get in trouble there and never get out of debt. So that's why it's terrible. And you want to go to number 6. You talk to them, see what they're suggesting, because they could help talk to your creditors and get a lot of this cut down for you and eliminate it. And there's all kinds of tricks these people know, and they don't charge. See, these are programs I'm giving you. Nobody charges you any money for this. So you go there first, please, please, please. Uh, and then below that, in the item number 6 in the a monster report, there's about a half a dozen to a dozen places to check to where to get grants to pay your living expenses. Because another way to solve your debt problem, just think, if you didn't have to pay rent, well, then you have all that money to help solve the debt problem. So you go to the financial expert, the financial consultant, sits down with you, shows you which things you could eliminate. They help you negotiate with the credit card company so you don't have to pay it all this kind of stuff. And then you go to the government programs that help you pay for living expenses, whether it's rent or it's utilities, whether it's your car, all this kind of stuff. So that's what it's all about. What is this? Uh, software update. Nah. So that's what number 6 is. And please, follow. I mean, I have videos there. And please remember, you have to use the phone. If you don't use the phone, you're not going to get a whole lot. I mean, you'll get something or whatever, but it won't be probably all you need. And it's important, Jennifer, or whoever asked the first one, that you need to dig down to satisfy the root of your problem. And there's that, in the study, you talk to the counselor, there's other places there. Okay, an option you have there too is getting more money for income. So I show you income places too. And that's the important thing. So these people that will help you train you for free, whatever, so you could, whether full-time, part-time, create income. Because it's not only about getting grants, it's also about how you can get income, to pay for your living expenses and get out of the financial trouble you are. And that's important. So I do that, or how to use the gig economy for that, and all the help that's available for that. We have so many programs now. Biden has put in so much money into training people without college degrees to get decent paying jobs. And it's all there. And many of them, you get paid while you train. So not only do they train you for free, but you get paid while you train. Now that's incredible to me. So that's what you have to start realizing and knowing what's there. And they don't come to you. So and you don't find them in Google. See, Google's a trap. It's all. I mean, you see my headlines or whatever. Baby with two heads. It's really to get your attention, and that's what the internet is, because it's so hard to fight all this media out there. And so my headlines, I think about that a lot, because if I don't get you in the door, I can't help you at all. And so that's my message. And also, if I uh, if I say over rate a program or an idea, like, oh, here, you could get $8,000 here. Well, you may or may not, you know that. And I assume you know that. But to get your attention, I got to get you in the door. And you can if you work hard at it, probably, and a lot of other things involved. Not that you're just going to fill in the blanks on somewhere and they send you a check. That may happen. That's happened to members, but you can't count on that happening, or you won't do anything. Because if you count on that happening and it doesn't happen, then you're going to go home, and your answer is still there, and you gave up too soon. And that's what most people do, is just give up too soon, because it is there. That's why you have to do things that are really important. You want a quick buck, and maybe try, okay. Uh, but if you have a systemic problems about making ends meet and things like that, then you have to put in the time if it takes that. I don't know if it takes that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you have to be prepared for that if you want to solve your problem. If you don't want to solve your problem, that's fine. More power to you. You got better things to do. Uh, I wasted a lot of time. Well, I'm Googling. Right. Yeah, that's right. Google is terrible. And if you go there again, you're going to waste a lot of time. That's why if you want to start about something, finding a free source of money or something, start by using AI. Don't start by using Google. You're just going to waste time, because there's too much brain power that goes into the people that have put things in Google. They pay people millions of dollars to figure out what they should say to make you click. You don't want that. See, the people who are going to solve your problems for free, they spend no money on that. So they're not spending money on trying to get you to click on their website. So that's right. It takes your effort. It takes, what's inside you to find it. If you go to Google, you can lay back and let them do all the work, but it's going to cost you money, and you won't get what you need. So that's the important. And that's what's so neat about artificial intelligence. Yeah, is that this is somebody telling you the truth about, government grants and where they are in the country. They're not in Google. They are, but you'll never find them. So why bother? Yeah, it's like going to the beach and looking for that one grain of sand. And you're not going to live long enough. So don't bother. uh, where is the AI site? Okay, it's in that report that we just put down. uh, the 48 years report. I have it there, but here it is now. I mean, the one I use a lot is oh, chat dot, what is it? AI. God, why can't I remember that? Open AI. Why come in? I've been writing it for 2 weeks now, every day at Dutch a time, and I can't remember. Chat dot open AI. Okay. There's also, Google has one called Bard. There's probably others out there. I mean, that seems a little. I get a little funky stuff sometimes. Um, it doesn't seem as smart as chat. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Are there programs to help me with paying for auto insurance and help me pay for a car? Yes. Look at item number 4. Okay. Item number 4, Savannah, in the I mean, in the monster report. All these stupid names I have for things. That's just to get your attention. I just said, "Oh, this is the grand softball room." Thanks, Pedro. Yeah, and go there and put in grants for cars and see. There's not going to be a lot of grants for cars. But there is, we give a grant for $500 to help fix up a car. And there's a lot of programs that give grant free cars and things like this. And a way to find a lot of it locally is really go to find help. Go to findhelp.org and put in transportation, and you'll see the programs they have for transport. I mean, there may be, I mean, I do in some cities, 20, 30 organizations that help you with transportation. And see, even if they don't help you, if you don't have one that is going to pay you $5,000 to get a car, uh, they will know, they're more likely to know about other organizations that will do that. See, that's why this, to me, find help.org is so important, because they're the people who are not all nonprofit organizations, so they're not going to charge you money. Uh, Show me that money. Which one? I just said findhelp.org. And all the people listed on the transportation work on transportation problems for people, and they're nonprofit. They won't charge you, and so because they work on this problem every day for people, for people, they'll know about other programs where you live that I will never find out about. You know, and it won't be in the databases and things like that, because they're just little things. And that's how you make a difference in your life. That's how you make a difference in the world, because you get yourself straight, and then you're able to give more to other people. If you're trying to stay above water and the water's up to here, and you can't even breathe in your mouth, you still breathe in your nose, then you don't have any extra energy to help anybody. So concentrate first on helping you, and get on solid ground to do something. Go through that listing in item number 6, step by step. Call every possible source in there, please, because it's not going to happen probably until you do that. And you'll still be there. And then also look for ways to make extra income, either part-time, full-time, or whatever. And I think that able to get grants to start an electric car rental. Yes, look at number 3 in the uh, monster grant report, okay? And make an appointment. See, to get grants for that, I mean, there's lots of possibilities, and it'll take, you know, it could take 3 months to figure out all those possibilities and search it. But a way to cut, and that's complicated, so you have to go up that learning curve. A better way to do it is go to item number 3, and there I show you how to find people in your local area who are free mentors and help you start your business for free. They help you think through your business idea and help decide what you need, what you don't have, what you're short on. They help you think through all that stuff that you have to think through before you go looking for grants. Uh, and you can go look for grants, but that's like going to Google and wasting time. You may get lucky, you know, but no, don't, sweets, please. Uh, do it logically, do it sensible, and get the help you need. Find people who can synthesize that. See, you're used to going to Google, and anybody who's going to say they'll do that for you are going to charge you a fucking fortune. Yeah, so you don't want to do that. But see, these organizations, they're called community navigators. They do it for free. Oh, please, help us there. You have to be patient like anything else. If you're impatient, you know, life is going to pass you by, because life's not patient, waiting for you to be patient. Life keeps going. So you got to figure out, use your patience to make sure you get on the right goddamn train. Because otherwise, these trains don't stop, man. And they're going. So you got to take your time, and make sure you get on that right train. Because it stops on nobody. Oh, actually, I called up. Okay, there's another report coming out. There's another grant for states. Every state's going to have tons of money to help you fix up your house, up to $14,000 for everybody with a home. And it is part of the Inflation Reduction Act. And why they call it that is just stupid. I think they just had to call it that to get it through Congress. Do you have to live in the state to apply for the program, which you don't live? Normally you do. Like maybe if you're going to get a site, you go to that state and do it. Someone's going to give you, $500,000 to start a business in their state. Why the hell? Why don't you move? Yeah. So the thing is, the uh, it, but and other programs, there are national programs that don't matter. It doesn't matter where you live. And then other programs are national, but then they have the state office hand out the money for their state. So like the Inflation Reduction Act program, okay? So that's where you can get $14,000, and it's coming soon in every state. So that's why you got to find your state Department of Energy to get that money. The state Department of Energy to get that money, and uh, so that's a national program. So it works any state you're on. But now each state has separate ones. Like Florida has a separate one. They give you an extra $1,700, and that's only for Florida. So you can't get their $1,700 if you live in Georgia or not Florida. So Savannah, the best way to do this is to start talking to people. Go and another place to start learning it is uh, let's see, Meetup. Go to meetup.com, okay, and go there to find out about anything, actually. I mean, you could find real estate investors. So you get a group of real estate investors who are like you. Maybe they're newbies, maybe they've been at it for a while or whatever, and you meet with them and see how they do it, and you learn for free, and learn government sources for free. You want to start a business, you can do a meetup there and find groups. And these free meetings, they meet up, maybe once a week, once a month, or whatever, to learn from other people, to learn from free. So meetups are a great source of getting free information and not get overwhelmed with Google. That's why, remember, if before you use Google, use AI. Before you use Google, use AI. Before you use Google, use AI. Because then that will at least direct you the kinds of things that organizations, it lists many of the names of the organizations. So if they're not that, you know, then you don't want to deal with them. And see, then finding those organizations may be easier in Google. And that's what we do, of course. So that's why just we'll show you the 10 offices to call where you live to get anything. So that's why you really have to start using the phone to be able to get through this stuff. I mean, I used the phone today to try to find out if I got to get a new HVAC machine, HVAC, heating and air conditioning, and the program for the Department of Energy, it didn't start yet in the state. So I have a call in to somebody there. I found their phone number to find out about uh, if I bought it now, could that still get uh, I think it's the grant, because that's a lot of money. So I don't want to do it if I don't get it paid. You have to live in the state to do so. So that, so to find out about that, you want to go to your state Department of Energy, and they should have an information office on it. Every state does have a state Department of Energy because that's where they're putting money for these programs, and it's for new windows, right? Insulation, duct repair, HVAC, uh, water heaters, free stoves. I mean, money for stove. I think it's like $800 or something. They give you if you get an electric stove. So they want you to get electricity in that. We want to get out of this other stuff. Good morning, Tammy. Hiya, Joel, and everyone. Hoorah, hoorah. Yeah, that's great. Any other questions here? Who's looking for something? Ask me a question. Uh, uh, what is it? Good morning, morning, morning. As I mentioned, morning. Are there grants to pay off credit cards? Okay, Jennifer, I mentioned that. Item number 6 in the monster report. Call them, make an appointment, and then go start moving down the list for the others. Uh, Tammy. Hi, Lillian. Hope you're okay. Uh, Okay. No question. Well, nobody has questions. Chat, chat, chat. Are the programs that help me paying auto insurance? Sometimes there are. Actually, where I've seen them is at your career one stop. Okay, your career one stop center. And because they want to make sure you have an auto to get to work and do what you have. So make an appointment at your career one stop center. Another thing would be, Savannah, is go to um, findhelp.org and put in auto insurance. Maybe they have a local program or something. But if that doesn't work, it doesn't matter. What you want to do then is financial. Okay, search for financial insurance assistance under findhelp.org. Is there grant? Yes, Carlos. What kind of legal help? Um, because it's see, there's so many things that are regulated in our country. So instead of calling a lawyer, free or not free, it's better to call the person who regulates that person who pissed you off. So what's the legal issue, Carlos? And you have Palmyra. Okay. Uh, Family. So, oh, it's family problem? Uh, Child care? I see. Okay. Um, yes, we have a legal report for the state. Every state we have, state by state. Item 25. So go to item 25 in the Meta grant report. Okay, see, what state are you in, Carlos? Yeah, download the legal report for your state. Colorado. Okay. Um, nice. Uh, Publication link. There you go. Okay, here, go to, this is called, Carlos, this is called it's USDA, Department of Agriculture, County Cooperative Extension Service. Okay, and they help people with family problems. So they're very good at this kind of stuff. They could point you if you need free legal help. Okay, I got an extension. You don't want the bookstore, but there's phone numbers there. I was looking at the link here. Uh, add life extension. We're trying to find it because it's every county has one. So you want to call the county where you are. Oh, at county offices. Okay, here they are. Okay, here. So call your local county office. I'm going to put this in here. Uh, okay, here it is. So make sure you download the legal report. Okay, you want to download the legal report, driving fees and court fines. Yeah, okay. For driving fees and court fines, um, call the people who find you. You know, if it's the DMV or whatever it is, tell them you can't pay and see what they say. Okay. Uh, and and because a lot of them have, because of the COVID and everything, you're not alone and can't pay these things. So you call them up and see what kind of deal they make. If you don't like the deal, then go to have your contact your elected official. Contact your elected official. Here's how. Is there no sound for me? Uh, got it. Okay. Oh, loud and clear. Good. Thank you. Okay. Contact your elected official, and I'd start with the senators and your congressmen. They usually have the bigger staffs, and you say, "Hey, I can't pay these court fees, and I'm going to lose my ability to drive. So, can you get a deal for me?" Because a lot of times they'll get it wiped out, or take 5 years to pay it, or all things. Me then. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, so sorry. Um, well, that means you still probably can't hear me. That's not good. I'm saying all the good stuff. Oh, you got it good. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, got it on the phone. You call those organizations that you owe money to and say, what do you do? What kind of programs do you have if I can't pay? You find out what they are. Okay. If they're reasonable, then okay, you take one. If they're not, then you go to that, find your representative up there. You start calling, your senators and your elected officials, or if they want you to write an email, it's better to phone call so they know you as a person. See, it's hard not to help someone the more you know them. If you don't know them, you can flunk the fucker. You don't care. So you want them to relate to you as a human, so they don't throw you in the, you know, chipper machine to get all cut up. So you call them and say, "Hey, I need help because if I don't have a car, then I'm screwed, and I can't make a living or help my family or whatever." So that I think is the suggestion there. Wow, how crazy! It's a first to do this. It's, oh, on the oh, it's first to be here on the to ask me a question or whatever. Yeah, I mean, we're not answering questions well enough to people. And that's why if you want to get me to answer a question, go over to Facebook. Get it on Facebook, okay? In the 48 years report that we have, it shows you about that because you're all eligible for the Facebook, and I can control those questions and answers better. I can't hear. I haven't figured out. We have so many people putting on stuff. I got to unwind this and make it sound is good. Thank you, Michael or Michael, uh, to do it. So to really get an answer. So, and if you don't get an answer from it, you ask again. You just yell, "Hey, Dad! Hey, where the hell are you? I want to do this. Whatever. Big cranky." Sound is good here. Good. Sound is good. Thanks, Gloria. Thanks, everybody. Savannah is good. I know she's good anywhere. Aren't you, Savannah? What can I help you with, Savannah? Did we help you yet today? Please let me help you. Big love. Let's go. Oh man, I just want to grow my heart so fucking much. It, I, I mean, to talk to the government is crazy to do. It is. It sounds crazy, but you'll see. These are people just like you. They got a job. Now listen to this. They have a job to give you money. Wow! What a great job! All you have to do is give money to people, make them happy, right? That's a great job. Yeah. So, and Tammy will tell you, she talks to these people. And if you're human, don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to be that you think there's some magic words to say. No, these are human beings. They answer the phone, and the more robot you talk to them because you think it's some special word, the more robot they're going to be. And you don't want to talk to a robot. You want to talk to a human being with a heart and can relate to you. Yeah, just be you, be nice. That's the idea. Is just be you, be nice. I've been talking to 211 so much. Oh, nice. Well, see, now 211 is good. but it's not down on the ground. It's not the boots on the ground who know. They're just, an overview. Maybe they don't know. See, the real stuff is within 211. It's those people there. And that's why I like findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. It is, you can't call it for everyone. You have to call the individual offices to find, yes, find help. My God, bless you and long life, 120 years. Well, if this body goes, I'm good. But I don't know if this body's going to last. I mean, this last year or so, I had to stop running because I fell on my nose too much. Veterans Bed is currently a total software disaster. Well, yeah, okay, I wouldn't go there anyway. I would go again for veterans help. Uh, you want to go to the county veterans, the county veteran service office. Maybe I'll get that. Uh, Okay, see, I misspelled it, so I get all kind of junk before here it is. See, I had to know that. So that's even if you put Google that, make sure everything you do is account .org or a .gov. Okay, here we go. Oh, oh, good for you. What was that for, Michael? They didn't give you something or what? Oh, that's great. Well, let us know. Share with other people how you did that, okay? That's, yeah, but that's it for anything you do with veterans. You start with your local county veteran service office. They are trained to find grants for you. Okay, that's what they're doing. So that's important that you know that. How did you get my email about getting my property taxes paid? Oh, you got to pay. God, can you send it again, Dave, to make sure? Where did you send it? Let's go free. Uh, uh, let's go free radio. Did you send it there? I got the yeah, yay, Dave. See? Yeah, send it again so I can make sure, Dave. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we even talked. I am so irresponsible. I think so, I think we regret. That's why I relate to my grandkid who's like 3 years old. Because we're sort of the same thing. We act crazy and stupid and laugh all the time. Uh, yeah. Best email. Uh, Yeah, thank you, Dave. Thanks for being patient with me. Um, I I hate when I disappoint people after you do me a favor or something nice and I fuck it up. Yeah, that's not very nice of me. Uh, but thanks for sharing this because look who Kai said about congratulations. That will encourage so many other people to do it. See, we don't believe it. I mean, that's why you can't trust me. I'm selling you something. You trust Dave. He's got nothing to win except helping you. And that's what's important in life, that we help each other. And so that's why I have to rely on the members to help people because there's only so much you believe in me. Uh, but let me finish my exercising, guys. This was nice. I'm going to try to do this more because it, I give you a website, give you some philosophy behind stuff, what's going on. Hopefully, you'll be encouraged to use it more. And so, how can I give you uh, the comfort of believing yourself that this is real stuff and you have a right to use it? And then that's what it's all about because we all live here. And we all have it. You can't leave it to the rich people to use everything, but they do. How long does it take for you to do your walking exercise? Well, I do 6, 7 miles a day, so that yeah, around 15-minute mile kind of thing. If I'm okay, but then I'll stop. Say I stop here. Well, we're 40 minutes here. So then I'll go, and then I go to the gym, do some weights almost every day. Most days I'll do that too, because that I feel keeps me balanced a little better if I do that. Right. Savannah, did I help you today? Please tell me what you need before I go. Savannah, what can I help you with? What do you want to do in life? Please. I think she wants to go to the kitchen and get something to eat. Savannah, tell me and go to Facebook and tell. Oh, thank you. Here, thank you, Dave. Uh, uh, I'm a veteran, need a car. Did you see the link I gave up there on the veterans? Uh, Start there, and also, where the hell is it? Here it is. Yeah. Yeah, call your local office here. I see cars for vets all over too, so make sure you see that. Here's the veterans office. Uh, Savannah, oops, oh, I'm losing my paperwork. Savannah, on Facebook, start a discussion. Tell me what you need, okay? Uh, uh, okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much, and I respect you so much for being so nice. Thank you.